Face the Savage.
What's up everyone, my name is Mr.B. Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me today for some more Black Ops 3 info. As I'm sure you guys saw from the title, thank you for coming back here for some more info that I have for you guys. I like to compile a ton of information over like a week, maybe 2 weeks into one video, like 10-15 minute long video, as opposed to a lot of YouTubers that do like 2-3 minute videos. I think that this is a much more effective use of my time and your time. So hopefully this is a bunch of new information for you guys. I've collected this over about the past week or so. So let's move right into it. Just like last time, I do have some gameplay for you guys in the background right here, so you can take a look at that while you're listening to me. But make sure that you keep your ears focused on me so that you get all this information that I'm putting out to you guys and you don't miss anything. And then finally, I do have something going on with my throat. You can kind of probably tell from my voice is kind of going away. Hopefully I'll be good to go for this week, and if I do cough, I do apologize in advance. But moving right into the gameplay and to the information that I have you guys today. First things first that we're going to cover is PAINTJOB. So PAINTJOB is something that they have released that's going to be, I would imagine it's probably going to be in the main menu of Black Ops 3. It's going to be like probably just something that you click in the lobby. It's going to take you to PAINTJOB mode, and then you're going to click a rifle, or like an assault rifle for example, any weapon, and it's going to give you it's going to show you what it looks like, and the weapon is going to be divided into 3 sections, which is both sides of the weapon, kind of the rear half of the both sides, as well as the top part of the stock, or the part that you can see of the back of the weapon. Those are the 3 parts, and basically you're going to be able to customize your own paint job on that part of the weapon, which is so cool. Now, how are you going to be able to do that? Well, you may remember in Black Ops 2 we had like Scorestreak cards, and you could add up to 32 layers of different symbols and drawings and colors and things like that on top of each other. You could layer them up to 32 times to create an awesome image. Right here I just googled awesome Black Ops 2 Scorestreak card designs, and these are just a couple of the really cool ones that stood out to me. If you have an awesome one, feel free to take a snapshot of it, send it to my Facebook or my Twitter. Links to those are in the description, so check that out so that people can get a good look at some of those that you guys have created. But moving on, so that's what we saw in Black Ops 2. On Black Ops 3, they're taking basically the same concept and pushing it onto the weapons, and then they're doubling it. So get this, you can have up to 64 layers. So the stuff that I was just showing you guys, there was awesome designs and things like that, was with 32 layers. Now we're gonna have up to 64 layers on our guns, on the sides, and as I said, on the top. Now I'm not sure if it's gonna be, they haven't said whether or not it's going to be all 3 can be different designs, or if it's going to be the 2 sides have to be the same and the top is a different design. It's going to be one of those. Let me know what you guys think below. Which one of those should it be? Things like that. The next thing is Gunsmith mode. So Gunsmith mode is going to be another thing that I would probably imagine is going to be somewhere in the lobby. You just click Gunsmith and it's going to take you over there, and that's where you're going to be adding your attachments to your weapons. So you know, these are things like the red dot scope sight, the iron sights if you don't want anything, ACOG, you got your foregrip, stock, all these kinds of things, grenade launcher I guess if you're into that. You know, whatever it is, whatever you want to add on to your weapon, you're going to be doing that in Gunsmith mode. And you can now get this in Black Ops 2. You could add, like, I believe it was 2 attachments onto your weapon. In Advanced Warfare we saw that you could do 3, all this kind of stuff. Get this, in Gunsmith mode you can add up to 10 different attachments to your weapon. Mind-blowing. How crazy is that? But get this, guys, the only downside to this is basically what's going to happen. You add all the attachments that you want to your gun, you save it, you name it, and then it's going to be saved under your profile. Now you go over to create a class, you go down to, let's say, that assault rifle, and it's going to have your standard assault rifle right there, and then probably to the right of that or something, you know, up and down, whatever, however they create the menu. Your gun that you've customized with all your attachments on it is going to be right there with the name that you named it under and things like that, and you just add that to that class. This is so cool. But think about this, guys. This is going to be the downside to it. It is a pick 10 system that we're moving back to for Black Ops 3. Black Ops 2 was a pick 10 system. It worked out really great and things like that. But in Advanced Warfare, we moved to like a pick 14 or 13 or whatever it was, which most people weren't that crazy about. It didn't really go over very well. But Black Ops 3, we're moving back to a pick 10 system just like we saw in Black Ops 2. So that's going to be awesome. But let's say that you added up to your possible 10 attachments to your weapon like you could in Gunsmith mode. You save it and then you create a class and you add it to that class. Now all 10 of those slots of your pick 10 system are going to be taken right there by that gun. So you're not going to have grenades, kill streaks, perks, nothing except that gun. You are going to have like a god gun, but you can't have anything else that you're going to be earning like kill streaks or anything like that. So that's the only downside to it. So bear that in mind when you're creating stuff in Gunsmith mode. Every single attachment that you're putting on does take up a slot for the pick 10 system. So keep that in mind. And then the final thing about Gunsmith mode is, let's say like all the attachments are going to be unlocked already in Gunsmith mode, but let's say you really like the ACOG scope, you unlock a new assault rifle, you go over to Gunsmith mode and you put on an ACOG scope, but you just unlocked this gun, so you've never used it. Obviously you haven't earned the ACOG scope in multiplayer yet. Well, so basically you did create this weapon with an ACOG scope on it, you did save it, you can go into create a class, you can see that it's right there under the name that you named it as, but it won't let you add that to that class because you haven't earned that attachment yet. So keep that in mind when you're creating stuff in Gunsmith mode. You can't use guns that have attachments on them that you haven't earned yet for that weapon. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I worded that right. But yeah, so bear that in mind when you are creating new guns. The next thing that we're going to talk about is PC specs. Last week sometime they did release the minimum PC specs for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. You can see them on screen right here. Feel free to pause that if you need to take a longer look at that. Basically, these are the minimums that your PC has to run at for or to be able to play Black Ops 3 when it releases. So if your PC does not meet those minimum requirements and you want to play Black Ops 3 when it releases, make sure that you have your PC updated at least to those by November 6th, 2015, which is when the game is going to hit stores. The final thing that we're going to talk about today is going to be Zombies mode. As I'm sure you guys saw from the title, I saved it for last. Treyarch has come out and said straight up that Zombies mode for Black Ops 3 is going to be the best Zombies mode to date. They are really hyping it up that it's going to be just like so cool, it's going to be awesome, blah 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 blah. It's going to be like groundbreaking for Zombies mode. Not really sure what that means, to be honest, but we are going to find out here in November. One thing that they have said that is so awesome, and I seriously, if anyone from Treyarch is watching this, you are awesome, my friend. I can't thank you enough. They have said that at least one Zombies map is going to be on the disc when you buy it. So I mean, that is just awesome. As you guys know, for Advanced Warfare, all the Zombies game modes were DLC, which was just so frustrating and just so stupid and atrocious that they would even think to do that they wouldn't even give me one without making me buy it. That's just annoying. But now for Black Ops 3, just like Black Ops 2, you're gonna have at least one. I'm sure there are gonna be DLC maps. I don't think that they would ever give us just one and that they would give us all of them at once or anything like that, but we are going to get at least one, which is so awesome. But moving on, they have also said that they are going to have a ranking system in Black Ops 3 Zombies. So how it's going to kind of work, it's actually going to be very similar to what we saw in the ranking system for Black Ops 2 Zombies. as you guys know, there was a ranking system. Some people didn't even know that that it existed, which I thought was kind of weird, but it's going to be very, very similar. The only problem with the Black Ops 2 ranking system for zombies was no one really knew how it worked. It was just like you finished a game and all of a sudden you were this rank, and you didn't know what you did that was good, you didn't know what you did that was bad, and it was just like okay, there's a ranking system, but no one knows how it works. No one knows why I'm ranked 6 or whatever. So but the difference, so it's gonna work the exact same, but the difference is Black Ops 3, they're gonna show us how we are getting to the next rank and stuff like that. It's gonna kind of be just like with multiplayer. Whenever you complete a multiplayer gameplay, it's how it shows you like your stats and your XP earned and kills and blah blah blah. It's gonna show us kind of the exact same thing in Black Ops 3's Zombies mode, so that we know how we're progressing. And they're saying that this is really gonna add to the replayability of Zombies mode, so that we are really gonna want to be coming back again and again and again and playing the same maps again, and it's gonna be awesome. So and I think that that's really gonna work out good. So but we will definitely see in November, and don't worry guys, I'm definitely gonna be covering that as soon as it comes out. The final thing that they've given us is that Black Ops 3 Zombies mode is going to have its own individual storyline. It's not going to be connected really to the campaign. It wouldn't surprise me if they do throw in some Easter eggs of some kind in the campaign that kind of relate back to Zombies mode if you play both and things like that. As I know you guys will. That's Zombies mode is kind of what people wait for when it comes to Black Ops. But it's gonna have its own individual storyline, which I think is really cool. So they're not going to be as connected as much, but let me know what you guys think about that. What are your opinions? We don't know where the storyline is going to be going yet or anything like that. I'm sure we will get more of an idea very soon. Treyarch tends to kind of sprinkle out Zombies information as we get closer and closer to the release date. So I'm sure that we'll kind of get more and more information as we go. And don't worry guys, I will be covering all that information right here on the channel, so make sure that you're subscribing if you haven't yet, so that you know as soon as I put out more Black Ops information. So that is going to be about it guys. We should get more information very soon as we approach E3. We'll get more campaign information and stuff like that, and then finally usually around Gamescom, which is in about early August, we should get a lot more Zombies information, because that's what Treyarch tends to do with previous Black Ops games. So look forward to E3 and Gamescom, and make sure that you keep your eyes on this channel, because I'm going to be covering all the information right here. I should have another Black Ops 3 info video that's going to be coming out tomorrow. It's just way too much info to fit into this video, so it's probably going to be tomorrow, maybe in a couple of days, we'll see, but look out for that tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that yet. You can do that by hitting the subscribe button that's on screen right now. And then finally, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see some of my newest videos. If you haven't seen any of those, just give the picture a click. It'll take you straight to that video. And then in the description, there are links to my Facebook and Twitter. Make sure that you like and follow me there, so that I can stay better connected with you guys and stuff like that. And then towards the bottom of the description, there should be a link to my first Black Ops 3 info video. If you haven't seen that yet, make sure that you click right there and check that out as well. With that guys, I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video.